what has happened? Firstly, what has happened is that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj was stolen from a Gurdwara in broad daylight. Somebody walked in and the Gurdwara was not guarded, it wasn't protected. Somebody walked in, took Guru Maharaj and left. And everybody obviously came there to work out what has happened. Obviously the big thing. And then 112 pages of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, 112 angs, were found scattered around the streets of the Gurdwara in the gutters. So obviously everybody knew someone is trying to find out if the Sikhs are alive and poking them to say, look, we've got your Guru and we're going to put the Guru and Guru Maharaj's angs on the floor. So obviously a lot of the people in the Panth, the Pracharak, they got together and they came down to that place. You've seen reports of Santadriya, they were down there. All this is going on in that pind, and then what happens is that as the Tarna, this is what they call it, there was a peaceful protest Tarna, and what it was set up was to get the police to take action and arrest and find the people that committed this separatism and arrest them. So the whole protest was about getting the police to do something. And as it grew and people came to that place, then the Pracharaks etc. started to get arrested. As they got arrested, it got on social media and it grew even more. And about 30,000 people came to this bin in a place called Kot Kapura, which is about 40 kilometers from that place. And as the Tarna grew to 30,000 people, then the police started coming down there, and now it's kicked off. Now the people were protesting peacefully. They were asking the police to do something, and the police have done water cannons, they've done lathi charges, they've shot, they say from 200 to 250 bullets, and two Naujawan have been shaheed, and 3 are in very critical state right now in the hospital. So this is the latest news from Punjab, from people that are near to the place. This is all part of a plan. Okay? In a way it is. This doesn't happen in India automatically. This thing was a peaceful thing, it would have passed peacefully, but something is taking place right now in order to kick off in Punjab. Although, to be honest, it's very hard to work out what's going on in Punjab. So I'm going to give you a few perspectives on what we think is going on. Firstly, you can see across the world that the Panth is waking up. You can see the Naujawan are starting to get into Sikhi. You can see in India, there's so much change in Punjab amongst the youth, and this is a threat to the ruling powers. At the same time, this recent morcha against the Akal Takht Jahedar and all those people for the pardoning of Gurmeet Ram Rahim and the Dera Chutha Sauda, those people, that's been going on, and that's taken the authorities by surprise. In a way, this is designed to divert attention away from that. There's also been a great lot of people saying, look, the Akal Takht is completely corrupt. We believe in the Akal Takht Sahib itself, but we do not believe in the Jahedars, and we need to have a Sarbat Khalsa and re-choose our leaders of the Panth. And that has been planned for the 10th of November in Amritsar Sahib, near the Samad of Akali Naud Singh. All the major Jathabandiyas in Punjab are supporting the Sarbat Khalsa on the 10th of November, and this is designed to break that. If you think about how the Sikhs used to organize themselves, this at the moment we're the most unorganized we've ever been in our history. And in a way, what I can see is that what they're trying to do is scupper the Sarbat Khalsa and scupper the Akal Takht. So they break people from the Akal Takht, so we don't follow that. At the same time, trying to ruin the Sarbat Khalsa, so we can't get our leadership from our own Panth. And what's going to happen is, they hope is that the different groups within the Panth are going to start fighting each other for power. Then that fighting will breed so much distrust, and then all this chardika is happening across the Panth, they're trying to ruin that. So be very aware that this is a really, really dirty politics, and they are 10 steps ahead of us. So the question is, will these people be successful in their plan to confuse the Panth and totally leave us infighting each other? Well, in a way, they're already being successful. The first proof of that is that this whole Tarna was set up, okay, to get the police to do something about the Beadbi of our Guru. That is not in keeping with our tradition. I want to give you one example. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was in Nanded and they were attacked by those 2 Pathans that were sent by Wazir Khan, when that happened, that was Beadbi of our Guru, right? Our Guru was cut and he was hurt. The same way that these 112 angs of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj have been ripped and thrown in the gutter. And what did Guru Gobind Singh do straight away? One of those assassins was killed there and then by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and the other assassin was killed by the guards outside. So justice was swift and it was delivered straight away. So in reality, what we're facing right now is we're asking a power that is not ours to go and do something about what happened to our Guru. This is completely a slave mentality. But the worst thing about this is, look at the people that we're asking, the police. Last year, about this time, we had a big Tarna because Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, again in Punjab, nearly every month this is happening, but last year, around about this time in December, somebody walked into a Gurdwara and burnt Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj on the Tabia itself. And The whole Pind was in arms, everybody was in arms, they wanted to do something then. They were blaming at that time the Nur Maliya Ashutoshi people. But Sasangaji, guess what happened? We asked the police to investigate, and the police came back and said it was an electrical fault. But we know the electrics in the Gurdwara weren't even on that day because it was daytime. So it can't be an electrical fault. So we were made fools of. So why do we keep on going back and asking these people to do something when we know they're completely ineffective? And in a way, all these Jathebandhs, they get together, they have this massive protest, this dharna in Faridkot. 30,000 people get called down. And what is the point of it? They're saying we're going to be peaceful. We're going to be peaceful, and yet instead we still get beaten up and we still get killed. So we know that peaceful protests don't work, because whenever we come together in mass numbers, they still come and kill us. But in reality, if we look at our history, when Bhai Mani Singh Ji was in Amritsar, and they were calling a Diwali, a Sarbat Khalsa at that time, and they realized that it was all a big trap, that the Mughals were planning for the Sikhs to come together and they were going to kill them there, then they said don't come. They said don't come because right now if we get together we're going to get killed and shot. Instead, look at our history and see how we dealt with things. If we knew there was a threat from the enemy in the long term, then how did we respond? And I want to go back to Itihas again, because we can only learn from our history. When Guru Har Gobind Singh Maharaj, when they were on the throne of Akal Takht, they set up the throne, they were 11 years old. 11 years old, they realized that their father is being killed by the Mughal Empire. They realized that now the father has ordered them, Guru Arjan Ji Pasha has given them the order that you must sit on your throne and carry 2 kirpans. So what does Guruji start from them? They start building an army, the Akal Sena, from 11 years old. There's no battles taking place. They set up an army, a standing army, they train, they get strong, and then later on Guru Har Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has 4 battles against the Mughal court, and every single of those they win. Because they started the tayari, the preparation was started from much before. So in a way, if you look at our Panth right now, we are not preparing for this thing. Sasangaji, maaf karna, but right now we have this Gurdwara that no one is looking at Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj during the daytime. Maharaj is left unattended and unsecure. This is the preparation we need to start doing now. Every Gurdwara, they should have a paradar. If they don't have a paradar, they don't have a guard that is available to guard Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, then they shouldn't have Maharaj in Prakash. They should have Maharaj up in Sukhasan and bring Maharaj down for when there is going to be a program, and not just leave Maharaj unattended. This is our king. When Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj gave Gurgaddi to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, they said, Jot Sadi Granth Vich, te Sareer Sada Panth Vich. Our light is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and our body is in the Khalsa Panth. These two things are always together. If Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj does not have the Khalsa Panth around them, if Khalsa are not there guarding, then they shouldn't be left out by themselves. They should always be together. Granth and Panth, they should be paradars. Amritari, Tyar Bar Tyar Khalsa should be around Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj when they're in Prakash. And if we can't do this, then don't have Maharaj there. We need to start to get control over our Guru, and then at least when they say to us, well, what did you do when your Guru was there and they were coming to take your Guru, then we can say we did the best we had. We had CCTV cameras, we had paradars, and even then they brought in, they killed the people that were guarding Guru Maharaj and took them away. Then we can say, okay, then we did fail, we didn't fail that badly. But here, Sasangaji, not once have I heard in all the news that the Granthi who was in charge of the Gurdwara has been thrashed. The people, the committee that was in front charge of the Gurdwara, they've been beaten and asked the question, where were you when your Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj was taken from your Gurdwara? Why are we not looking at ourselves? Sasangaji, maaf karna, but in reality, the fact is that when people are so weak, they're so insecure that they never blame themselves. They always blame somebody else. It's always somebody else's fault. But when somebody is coming into our Gurdwara and stealing our Guru, then this is not some people sitting around wearing bangles. We are a Khalsa Panth, we should be armed soldiers, a Kalapur ki Fauj. If someone does that to us, it's our fault as well. That why was our Guru left unattended? I want to give you a little example. Imagine in Chamkaur, when there was thousands of enemy soldiers outside and 40 Singhs inside of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and the soldiers were shooting arrows at each other. Imagine if one soldier took off his dastar, took off his chainmail, took off any defense, walked topless into the walked outside Chamkaur, what would happen to him? He would get shot. And would we blame the Mughal forces for killing that soldier? Of course we would not. It's our fault to be in the public, unarmed, and our Guru is out there and anybody can walk in and take our Guru. We need to accept a bit of responsibility and we should start focusing upon ourselves. I believe that the Panthik Prachariks that are there right now, they should all be saying to every single Gurdwara that you should have Paradar there right now. If you haven't got Paradar, then put Maharaj in Sukhasan and protect that room. Defend Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, because this is happening every month in Punjab for the last 10 years. People are fed up of this. And the reality is, we're not calling for the right things. We're not defending ourselves like an army should be defending ourselves. The other thing is, we need to start planning when we do something. We have this Panthik meeting planned, the Sarbat Khalsa in India planned in Amritsar near the Samadh of Akali Nod Singh on the 10th of November. Everybody should go there if they can. All the Punjabi Jathebandis, all the Sikh Jathebandis. But also, Sangiji, that doesn't absolve us out here in the West from doing something. The reality is, this kind of biadbi can happen in the UK as well, anytime. What if it happens tomorrow in Woolwich? What if it happens tomorrow in some small Gurdwara, where they walk into a Gurdwara and steal Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj? Where is our plan now for preventing that from happening? Where are our paradars? Why don't we set ourselves up in the West as an example for the East? You know, sometimes when you look at what we do with street prachar, and the people in India are now copying us. Then we did set up the Langar Week. It was more successful in India than it was out here. The reality is that the people in India, they're looking for inspiration from people outside because there's one panth. It doesn't matter where we are one panth. So if we're living in America, we're living in England, we're living in Canada, we're living in Europe, then we should be here ourselves, getting ourselves together and organizing ourselves and setting up a Panj Pyare for the UK, setting up a Panj Pyare for Canada and America, so that we can then point to India and say, look, we've got our house in order, we've got guards at our Gurdwara, we've got ourselves organized, we're planning ourselves a 1-year plan, a 6-year, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, and we're working together to solve our Panth problems. You can do the same. We need to set an example for our Panth from here for what they can do in India. And if we spend our time faffing about and saying, we should do something, and it's not going to happen. We should do something, we should do it here, and we should do it in India, but we should use our brains. Guru Sahib has given us buddhi, and Sikhi is about using our buddhi, Vivek buddhi. Vivek buddhi means discerning wisdom, to use our force in the right place, and not just to gather when we know we're going to get shot, but to gather when we can do something. So Asangiji, these things are within our hands. I ask now for all the UK Panth, every single group, please call a Panthik meeting. Call a Panthik meeting. We're nobody to call a Panthik meeting. We're not the Siani of our Panth. But I do a benti, let's call a Panthik meeting. We're going to try our best to gather as many Siani as we can and get this PT done. I ask that everybody does the same, because our Guru, this Shahidi was given by our Guru. This is not something that happened magically. Our Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is every day in Punjab choosing to give Shahidi to remind us both, where are you? Where is the Khalsa? Why don't we get together and organize ourselves? So it's not time to sit over here and complain about what's happening in India. We're not doing our job here, so we can't stand up in front of our Guru and say, Maharaj, we did the best we could and now you do the rest. We are not doing the best we can. We're sitting over here waiting for a miracle. And the Khalsa never did that. The Khalsa did what it could do and then let Maharaj do the rest. So Benti hai, realize what's happening here. It's a very big plan, okay? And don't just get hot-headed and have a big protest, but do the right thing and plan and make yourself strong. कोई किसी को राज न दे हैं, जो ले हैं सोने के बल से ले हैं. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, no one gives you Raj. If you want Khalifan, if you want Khalsa Raj, you won't get it so easy. You have to make yourself strong first. Make yourself strong so no one can point a finger at you or your Guru. And our Gurdwara should be like a fort, like a bunga. Should be so well guarded that people walk in, they feel secure. They don't feel secure in our Gurdwara. People can walk in and take our Guru. What a shame upon our face. It's a shame upon our face, and yet we protest to the police. And that's a double shame. Where is our anakh? Where is our ability to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what, we did the best we could. We've been hitting it again and again and again. When is our rose going to turn towards ourselves and we fix up and become strong? Why do you